Hello and welcome to Brodual. Today we're back with the top 100 Skyrim mods. After taking in some feedback from the introduction episode, we have a couple of key changes to the series. First and most importantly, we've switched to a better top 100 list. To put it simply, the original list didn't truly grasp what I think most people would consider the best or the most popular mods for present day Skyrim. This was due to its bias towards older mods. The new list takes what's popular right now, effectively ignoring release dates. Ultimately both lists are very similar, but after directly comparing every mod, the new list is definitely the better of the two. Also, to give more structure to the series and stop it dragging out for too long, we've decided to fix it to 5 mods per episode. We want to continue putting videos out more regularly, so this 20-part video series will help us plug the gaps while we work on bigger videos. So with our new list ready, we're starting back at number 100 with the Skyrim community Uncapper. This is a mod that opens up almost unlimited character progression in Skyrim. It does this by raising the max level of skills from 100 to a whopping 10,000. This essentially allows you to continue leveling up throughout even the longest of playthroughs. Your skills will continue to scale with your level all the way up until level 199. So even after you've gotten every single perk, you'll still continue to see growth in your abilities. Most importantly, the mod gives you full control over almost every aspect of leveling. You can set your own level caps, modify the amount of XP required to level, as well as the relationship between skill level and character level. You also get to assign the amount of perks, attribute points and carry rate points gained per level. Ultimately, the mod aims to tear down the barriers of progression in vanilla Skyrim, and it's also an essential mod for a few of the bigger perk overhauls out there, so it's no wonder it's one of the most consistently popular mods of all time. At number 99 we have Unique Uniques. If you've ever gone through a quest hoping for a big reward only to be disappointed by the supposedly unique weapon at the end of it, then this is the mod for you. Unique Uniques fixes the problem of generic looking unique weapons in Skyrim. Occasionally when completing a quest, the NPC will reward you with a family heirloom, a weapon handed down through their family for generations. And then it ends up just being a hunting bow or a regular old steel sword. The mod replaces 12 of those generic looking unique weapons with entirely new fitting models. The author took the weapon's backstory into account, as well as any lore or other bits of information he could gather to create the weapons. The model and texture work is also fantastic, coming from a renowned weapon mod author. Most weapon mods tend to just add entirely new ones to the game or replace the standard weapon sets for each material, but Unique Unique offers something more unique. Coming in at 98 we have the Customizable UI Replacer. As arguably one of the most visually impactful interface mods out there, the mod aims to offer several skins for Skyrim's interface. The current version focuses solely on Dark Souls, but later versions will look at the Diablo series and Guild Wars 2 for their inspiration. This mod is a fantastic example of how you can take advantage of the modding frameworks out there to create something entirely new. Depending on how much of an impact you want the Dark Souls theme to have, you'll need to download between 5 and 9 of the required mods. This includes mods like the less intrusive HUD and a matter of time widget. The mod uses the functionality offered in these mods and replaces their visuals to offer what you see on screen now. Many of this is also customizable, whether you want to move individual bits of the HUD around or change the icon in the top left hand corner. For even more Dark Souls, the mod offers fitting visual replacers for mods like the Dark Souls quick menu and the lock-on mod. If you're playing through a Dark Souls inspired quest mod like Dark End, then this can be a fantastic way to pay tribute to the Dark Souls series. You could even throw in a couple of armor mods or any of the other few dozen Dark Souls inspired mods out there. Hopefully the author eventually goes on to offer a skin that's more fitting to the Elder Scrolls and the world of Skyrim. That's definitely something we'd like to see. At 97 we have When Vampires Attack. Marking the first of many times that we'll see the mod creator Arthmore, this mod makes citizens in a village or city run indoors during a random vampire attack. Most NPCs aren't equipped or even trained to take on a mud crab, never mind a bunch of master vampires. And yet in the vanilla game, they'll nearly all insist on being a hero. With the mod installed, when faced with the horrors of the undead, most NPCs will run away. If they own a home, they'll retreat to it, and if they don't, they'll flee to the local inn. If there isn't an inn, they'll desperately scramble for any indoor location, even other people's homes if it comes to it. Some NPCs will still attempt to fight, including guards and members of a few other heroic factions, like the Companions, the Vigilants of Stendarr and the Dawn Guard. Your followers will also stand with you and fight. All in all, this is a simple must-have. It's a great little boost to immersion and gameplay. And finally at 96 we have Lanterns of Skyrim. This classic mod adds some much needed life and light to Skyrim's main roads, villages, towns and settlements. The author meticulously hand-placed hundreds of vanilla lanterns all over Skyrim in areas that made sense. In villages you'll find lanterns lighting up key areas or buildings such as the local store. City walls will now be lit, as will bridges, main roads and every other area where it's feasible for an NPC to go out and light them every night. By default the lanterns will automatically turn on at 7 PM and then off again at 7 AM, although that's fully customizable in the mod menu. This is a simple and subtle lighting mod that combos great with the Darker Nights mod. and we really like the contrast it adds between the light of civilization and the darker wilds of Skyrim. If you're interested in grabbing this or any of today's 5 mods, then you'll find links for all of them down below. As always, be sure to leave me endorsements and any mod you enjoy, be sure to check out g2a.com, and thanks for watching.